Alright, so what's going on, everyone? Today we want to talk about ZCash. The market currently has a euphoria about this cryptocurrency. You guys can see it started back in October to where the volume in ZCash grew dramatically and the price ran along with it. So we're going to try to talk about ZCash today to see if the market's going to continue to go higher or will we begin to see the market top out and then go back down. So welcome everyone to the channel. We're going to break down this chart, try to figure out if the market is still primed for higher levels or if it's due for some lower prices. So make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content. As always, we're here to give you guys a different perspective of how to view the chart, how to look at the market, because so many people make it so confusing as to what's anticipated to happen into the market, and what we try to scale all of that back and just simply look at what everyone else has already done, what they're expecting, what they're anticipating, so that we can get in position and actually beat them to the market. So first of all, you guys can see that we did see a monumental move to the upside in ZCash ever since September, like the beginning of October. So just to put this into perspective, from September to now, well, I would say to the high that occurred on November 7th, the market ran 1,272%. All right. You do not get that type of return anywhere else on the planet outside of the cryptocurrency space. This is unrealistic. At some point, this 1,272% needs to come back down. And we might see that right now because the market in ZCash looked like it did top out around $700. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is create these areas that we suspect the majority of the market participants to be. And this first area we're going to create is called a sell pocket. All right. We just simply state this as an area that we expect more selling to increase. Here's another area that we're going to draw as a sell pocket right here. And considering those two sell pockets, let's run and create a buy pocket. Okay, so here's a buy pocket right there. And definitely there's one right around here in ZCash. We're going to break this down on the hourly chart to see that if we can get that a little bit cleaner. And definitely one right here. Okay, so now, right now, I'm not too enthusiastic to see price go up in ZCash. I think we need to see the market continue to find areas of buying. These three down here already. There's another one real close to where price is right now that could actually test and actually see formulate to where price will begin to go up higher. So we're going to create this area here too. Now look at this on the 2-day chart. Again, this is very good to see here. Okay, right here, this 2-day price bar, because outside of the one before it was definitely a hint of selling, but the market in the next 2 days after that 2-day price bar was printed, the market closed higher than the prior 2 days. So this is a clue to let us know that there was some buying coming into the market in ZCash there. Here it is on the 3. Okay, you guys can still see some weakness here in the market in ZCash. Same thing here on the 4, this 4-day bar. Definitely exhibits more selling occurring into the market than there were people willing to buy. Albeit, the market did close off of the lows though. Okay, so I want you all to see that. Just to reiterate what I said earlier, that we can tell that buyers came into the market in ZCash. Here it is on the 5. Here is ZCash for the weekly chart so far. Okay. You can see here on the weekly that the trend was definitely intact in ZCash, and we're currently seeing price trade below that. Again, that will add more credibility to the sellers. All right, if we see this price break this trend line that has been on in such a long period of time, considering the weeks. Here it is on the 2. Here is ZCash on the 3. Okay, let's look at this on the 5 weeks. And for the month so far of November. Okay, so yeah, definitely this seems like a top into the market for ZCash right here. With all the volume from the prior month, even for this current month, and seeing where price is currently on the month for November, there's definitely more selling going on to the market this month. Okay, so now let's go back to the hourly chart. I want to see how strong the market is in the sense of it trying to go higher. Okay, so yeah, we're actually going to keep that buy pocket that we create on the daily chart just where it is. Because right here on the 11-hour time frame, you guys can see where those buyers came into the market. All right, so now here it is on the 5. This right here is giving me pause that the buyers are actually going to come into the market. It's telling me that there's still some people, or at least more people in the market in ZCash willing to sell than are looking for people to buy. Okay, so this is the area that we're really focusing on though. This area right here. Okay, we want to see buying increase here. And if we see it, then we may see a small move to the upside for this cryptocurrency. Here it is on the 3. ZCash on the 1-hour chart so far. Look at all that volume that came in right there. Told you that there was somebody wanting to sell. That's a lot of selling in that market right there in ZCash. When we look at that volume bar, it completely stands out. And the crazy part is that we got the follow through, meaning that the market still went lower. So those buyers aren't here yet. Here it is on the 330. So yeah, outside of the probability of us looking for price to bounce off this first buy pocket, I'm looking for the market to go down. So with that being stated, we're going to anticipate downward move in ZCash. Okay, now we're going to target the bottom of this buy pocket first though, just in case the market still wants to bounce, right? We already talked about it, that there's still an opportunity for the market to bounce off this first pocket. If it does, cool. It's about 6.16% to see the market hit the low of that buy pocket. Our next target is going to be the second buy pocket right there around $440 to $420. That gives us around 15.32. And then our next target is going to be the third buy pocket right there between 390 to 370. It gives around 24% move to the downside total. So one of these 3 pockets is the area that we're going to focus in on. I definitely see this one as a logical point to see price bounce due to the amount of volume that came in 2 days before, the 10th and the 11th, and the market ran right back up. So this is a logical point that we could potentially see the market bounce in ZCash there. All right, so that's it. I am done. You guys are up next on your prediction as to what you guys think the market's about to do. Make sure you guys maintain profit, and as always, trade different.